The Monday, May 13th, 2024 regular meeting of the Paris City Council is hereby called to order at 5:30 p.m. For the purposes of the meeting, there is a quorum of the council present. Item numbers 2 and 3, Mr. Gene Anderson will deliver the invocation. The United States Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Mayor Pro Tem Pankage. Please rise.
May we pray. Merciful God, we are so thankful for the privilege we have of assembling tonight, Father, to conduct the city's business. We thank you for our elected leaders, and we pray for your guidance and direction for them. Father, we pray that you'd bless our nation with righteousness, that we might be pleasing in your sight. For we ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Item number 4, recognition of the team winners of the Don't Mess with Texas Trash Off held on April 13th, 2024. Mayor Pro Tem, would you meet me down below, please? Ms. Julie?
Good evening. My name is Julia Trigg Crawford. I'm representing Keep Paris Beautiful, and I'm here to thank the City of Paris for your sponsorship, co-sponsorship of the latest Trash Off. On April the 13th, we had 268 volunteers show up, representing 30 teams, and after a great kickoff and breakfast by Credit Union of Texas, we fanned out across this town and collected 311 bags of trash, a couple of dozen tires, all kinds of interesting things. So we're here to thank the city for your help in planning and executing. In particular, I want to thank the teams that Robert Talley led, M.A. Smith, Ed Wayne Samus, and Sherry Bedford, and those of your teammates that rolled up their sleeves and were there on Saturday, Mayor Hughes, Mayor Pro Tem Punkage, City Manager Path, Assistant City Manager Harris, and Community Development Coordinator Trinity Frazier. So thank you for helping us partner to make this a great event. And we want to recognize two teams, the team that picked up the most trash and the team that had the most volunteers. So we'd like to have the representatives from Team Supreme step forward for their recognitions. Samantha Hughes was the leader of Team Supreme. If you were on that team, please come up. We'd like to get your picture. Stand right here. And this amazing trophy goes to Team Supreme.
Martha Brown. And the team that had the most volunteers was Impact Church with 25
volunteers. Is there a representative from Impact Church here tonight? All right, well, we'll make sure they get that amazing trophy. But we thank you for your support, and we hope that y'all will join us next year for next year's trash off. Okay, thank you.
Item 4B, persons desiring to address the council must limit their presentations to more than 2 minutes. Unless an item is posted on the agenda, the Texas Open Meeting Act prohibits the council from responding to any comments other than to refer the matter to a future agenda, to an existing policy, or to staff person with specific factual information. Claims against the city, council members, or employees, as well as individual personal appeals, are not appropriate for citizens' forum. If necessary, the city council may convene into executive session under Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code regarding any item on this agenda. The public forum is now open. If there is anyone here who wishes to address the council, please come forward and state your name and address for the record. Seeing none, citizens' forum is now closed. Consent agenda. Items on the consent agenda are approved by a single action of the council, with such approval applicable to all items appearing on the consent agenda. A council member may request any item to be removed from the consent agenda and be considered as a separate item. Does any member wish to remove any item from the consent agenda? If not, I hear a motion to approve items on consent agenda.
So moved.
Is there a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Regular agenda, item number 14, discuss and act on a resolution canvassing the returns of the general municipal election held on May 4th, 2024 for Council District 2, declaring the winner in said election, acknowledging the results of prior council act and declaring the candidates and elected to office for Council Districts 1, 3, and 6 as a result of having been unopposed for election to office, declaring the terms of office, making other findings and provisions related to the subject, and provide an effective date. Staff, you have a presentation, please?
Yes, sir. On January the 22nd, City Council ordered an election to elect council members from Districts 1, 2, 3, and 6. Council members from Districts 1, 3, and 6 were unopposed. On May the 4th, an election was conducted for the purpose of electing one council member to District 2. A total of 35 votes were cast, with Calvin Hicks receiving 10 votes and Reginald B. Hughes receiving 25 votes. Staff is asking that you approve a resolution declaring Shatara Moore, District 1, Reginald B. Hughes, District 2, Gary Savage, District 3, and Alec Putman, District 6, elected to serve in their respective districts for the next 2 years.
Okay, will I hear a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Motion carries 7-0. Item number 15, recognitions of outgoing council member Clayton Pilgrim for his service. Councilmember Pilgrim, on behalf of the city council and staff, I want to express how very much we appreciate you. You have served for 6 years and have so selfishly given countless hours volunteering your time to our community. If I could ask the council to join me downstairs, please, down below. Today is the last city council meeting for Councilman Pilgrim. He served with us for 6 years. We certainly appreciate his service to our community. We did a reception for him a few weeks ago, so he certainly understands how much we appreciate it. So with that being said, Paris, Texas, where Texas retired, presents an appreciation of Faith Fairwell for dedicating outstanding service to the city of Paris, Texas. Council Member 6, District, May 2015, May 2024.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Meeting adjourned. Too secure.
Okay, item number 16, issuance of certificate of election, administer statement of election officers to council members, administer oath of office to newly elected council members. Ms. Ellis will administer oath of office to newly elected council members. Please meet her down front.
I think it's just before. They're swearing. Yeah, they're just doing the oath right now.
I say your name. Do solemnly swear. That I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of city council. City of Paris. State of Texas. And will to the best of my ability. Preserve, protect, and defend. The Constitution. And the laws of the United States. And this state. And charter. And ordinances of the city. Other solemnly swear. That I have not directly. Nor indirectly. Paid. Offered. Or promised to pay. To secure the public office or employment as a for the giving or withholding of votes. At the election which I was elected. Secure my conscience. Okay.
Item number 17, the election of city council mayor and mayor pro tem to serve the city of Paris for the next year. Prior to the election of mayor and mayor pro tem, I want to review the procedures for this election. Procedure for mayor and mayor pro tem election. Number one, the mayor will open the floor for nominations for the office of mayor of the city of Paris. Council members may nominate candidates of mayor. No second is required. Number two, once no further nominations are put forth, the mayor will close the nominations. Number three, the mayor will then conduct a vote on the candidates in the order of the candidates were nominated. If the candidate receives a majority of the vote, the mayor will declare first candidates as mayor, and no vote will be necessary to remaining candidates. Number four, the new mayor will conduct the election for mayor pro tem in the same manner as the election for mayor was conducted through steps 1 through 3. The floor is now open for nomination of the mayor office.
I'd like
I
to
nominate Mihir Pankaj as mayor of Paris.
I'd like to nominate Reginald Hughes.
Are there any other nominations? Seeing none, the floor is closed for nominations. We will vote on the nominations in the order that the candidates were nominated. The motion on the floor for Mayor Pankaj to be the next mayor of the city of Paris. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Okay. We'll see your hands again, please. Thank you.
All in favor, say aye. All opposed, say no.
No.
So the vote is 4-3. Nope. Yep, 4-3. So Mayor Pankaj will serve as the next mayor of the city of Paris for the upcoming year. Very good.
Okay, do you have the red line?
Huh?
I was asking if you had a red line.
Yeah. Yeah? Let me do that.
Okay. We will now open the floor for nominations for the office of Mayor Pro Tem. The floor is now open.
I nominate Reginald Hughes.
Any other nominations?
I nominate Gary Savage.
Okay. Any other nominations? All right. Seeing none, we will go ahead and conduct the vote for Reginald B. Hughes. All those in favor, please have a show of hands.
Aye.
I'm not accepting.
No, you can vote as well.
He chooses not to.
Okay. That is 3. Okay. Seeing that that goes 3-4, 3 yea, 4 nay, we will go ahead and move forward with Gary Savage. Votes for Gary Savage. We got 4.
Hold your hands just for a minute, please. Okay, thank you.
All right. All those in favor for Gary Savage, say aye.
You just did.
Yeah, we just had a majority.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, well, Gary Savage, you are now elected as the new Mayor Pro Tem. Congratulations. Right. Moving to agenda item number 18. Discuss and conduct a public hearing and act on an ordinance amending zoning ordinance number 1710 of the City of Paris, Texas, to allow a specific use permit SUP for a tattoo shop in a planned development district PD in the SSLA Commercial Edition Lot PT of 1, LCAD number 18789, located at 2775 Northeast Loop 286. Staff.
Mayor Pro Tem, honorable members of council, we would like to bring forth to you a public hearing and consider taking action on a special use permit for a tattoo shop located at 2775 Northeast Loop 286. This was recently voted 6-0 for approval by the Planning and Zoning Commission, and we have some recommendations after I entertain any questions you may have regarding this.
Does anyone have any questions for the staff?
No, I don't.
Okay. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and take a vote.
Public hearing first.
Oh, public hearing, sorry. I will open the floor for the public hearing and ask for anyone wishing to speak about this item to please come forward and state your name and address for the record. Seeing none, I will now close the public hearing. Is there any discussion amongst council? Okay. Seeing none, all those in favor? Or who would like to make a motion?
I make the motion that we pass item 18.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
All right. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Agenda item 19, discuss and conduct a public hearing and act on a resolution application for an extension of a Motor Vehicle Crime Prevention Authority, MVCPA, grant for the continuation of the Northeast Texas Auto Theft Task Force, approving a cash match from the City of Paris in connection with said grant extension, authorizing the execution of any and all documents necessary for acceptance and implementation of said grant. Staff, do you have a presentation?
Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem, and Council. So the Northeast Texas Auto Theft Task Force has been around since 1994. The Paris Police Department's been the lead agency for that task force and the fiduciary for that task force since that time. 2 years ago, the commander of that task force retired, and Detective Cody Logson took it over. Who's here today? Cody is right here. So each year, the council has authorized us to go ahead and apply for the next year's grant. It's a grant that we can apply to the Motor Vehicle Crime Prevention Authority for to get money to operate this task force. So since Detective Logson's taken it over, he's grown the task force by 2 new agencies, Hopkins County and New Boston Police Department and Hopkins County Sheriff's Department. And he's done a really good job of growing this task force. It's been very successful. Prior to that, it was just the police department and Lamar County Sheriff's Department that was involved in this task force. We cover a 9-county region, so they are always on the road. And I want to just highlight a few of the statistics over the past 2 years. I could go 3 years since Cody took it over, but his head will get too big if I do that because he's done a good job. So totals for their fiscal year runs September to August 2022 to 2023. They recovered 69 stolen vehicles valued at $1.6 million approximate. 52 other equipment items, including trailers or other stolen motor vehicle equipment, valued at $280,000, and they made 18 arrests that year. This past year, September 23 to August 24, they recovered 78 stolen vehicles, 1.958 million, are valued at 1.958 million. Equipment recovered 46 items valued at 1.3 million, and they made 4 arrests during that time. So this is a very successful program. A lot of those vehicle seizures that come back, they go to auction, and the money goes back to the task force. So what we seek today is your authority to reapply for that grant. Any questions?
Yes, any questions for the staff? All right. I want to open the public hearing and ask for anyone wishing to speak about this item to please come forward and state your name and address for the record. Seeing none, I will now close the public hearing. Is there any further discussion amongst council? All right. If not, I will hear a motion.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Seeing motion in a second, any further discussion? Okay. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right. All opposed, say no. Motion carries 7-0. Item number 20, discuss and act on an agreement with Paris, Texas Pickleball for funding of construction of pickleball courts at the sports complex. Staff, do you have a presentation?
Mayor Pro Tem, City Council, I first want to congratulate you on re-election to City Council and welcome our newest member, Alex Putnam. So congratulations to you all. If you'll recall, back in November of 2023, I brought to you a presentation because we had been approached by Paris, Texas Pickleball, and that was for the construction of 8 new pickleball courts at the City of Paris Sports Complex. Now, through the generosity of Paris, Texas Pickleball, they have offered to fund this entire project. So at this time, I want to recognize Sue Hayes. Sue, would you stand, please? Sue has been a driving force in all of these coordination meetings and getting this project off the ground. And along with Sue are other members of the Paris, Texas Pickleball. So if y'all would stand as well. This is an exciting project for the community of Paris. And again, through the generosity of Paris, Texas Pickleball, and also their benefactors of those groups, the next 2 items are essentially covered under this agenda memo. First one is going to be the agreement with Paris, Texas Pickleball, and that is for funding of the project. And then the next item is the actual construction contract with ProTech to build those courts. So I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Please.
I don't have any questions, but I'm just excited about what the pickleball group is bringing to the table. I remember the initial meetings that we had, things wasn't looking good, but Sue was pretty persistent in things, and they had all the history behind pickleball and our initial tennis courts at Culberson being transformed into pickleball courts. But I want to thank Sue and her group for doing this, for coming up with the funds, and we're just happy to help y'all in any way that we can. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Gary Savage. You're welcome.
My only question is, what kind of maintenance does it require after they are built?
Well, that's any kind of routine O&M, similar to what we do on the tennis courts. It may take repainting the surface of the courts, maybe restriping. But again, the City of Paris Public Works, Department of Recreation will take care of all the continuous O&M for those.
May I address that a little bit?
Yes.
I'm good with it.
Do you, Sue, you mind coming up? Sorry.
Who likes to talk?
One of the things that usually wears out about a pickleball court is the windscreens. That's huge. A little bit tear and it turns into an ugly sight. So we have settled that problem at the cost of $18,000 extra to put slats. So
Great.
that's one of the main things concerned. As far as marking those courts, I don't know. It lasts a long, long time. Y'all can tell by the Culberson Parks, the tennis courts, how long they've lasted there. And I think we have an excellent contractor, and it's all about what he can do with the concrete. And we have spent the money, and it should last forever, a long, long time. In fact, he called it the Taj Mahal of what we're building here in Paris.
Well, I bet they will be beautiful. I just want to be sure that they continue to stay beautiful under our watch. So
They will be. They will be.
And Sue and
Thank
Doug,
you.
didn't y'all make sure that the foundation side of it, because I know that was a big thing for you, I think y'all talked to them extensively about the foundation part as well, right?
We have. We're in good shape right now. All we need is the weather to cooperate, and so we can start the courts.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, I want to just take a moment. I mean, being a part of council and seeing you guys as a group really come together and spread your mission and how important it is to be able to get out there and spread the love of pickleball. I know it's been one of those things nationally that has grown so much, but you guys have really boosted that here in this community. And although I've not had an opportunity to come out just yet, I would like to make some time and make sure that we get a chance to come out and just enjoy and kind of get addicted to pickleball. So
I
I'm
think we're
excited.
planning on a city council day where all of you must come out and hit a few pickleballs.
That'd be fantastic. We might have to post a quorum, I guess, so just got to make sure of that.
But thank all of you for standing behind us. When you finally realized through Gary Savage how important pickleball was, you understood. And also whenever you see it in the news, everywhere we go, it's pickleball, pickleball, pickleball. But I can't explain it to you. You just have to come out and try it. Nobody can explain it to you how addictive it is. Right, Shay?
That's right. That's correct.
It's unreal. It's unreal. And I wish you all could have seen how many people we had at Culberson Park this last weekend, like 52 people out there hitting that little plastic ball. And we didn't have enough courts, really, when I got to thinking about it, because we had to do 2 different sessions because we needed more courts. So here we go. We're in for a ride.
That's fantastic.
And y'all hang on.
Yes.
And thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any further discussion? If none, I will hear a motion.
So moved.
Second. I mean, yeah. Second.
All right. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say no. Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right. Item number 21, discuss and act on an agreement with ProTech for construction of pickleball courts at the sports complex.
Yes.
Staff.
I've essentially covered this item with my last presentation, but I will be happy to answer any further questions you may have.
Well, I want to say this, and I know we've talked about it in the meetings, but everybody in Paris, Texas wasn't in those meetings. These pickleball courts will be the possession of Paris, the city of Paris.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mayor Pro Tem Savage, yes. The city of Paris will retain ownership of both the property and all new infrastructure that is being built.
And also, just like the rest of our parks, anyone can use them.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I will address the question you had about slab work. And when we first met, we were going to go with a different contractor, and the site preparation was going to be separate with ProTech. That is all turnkey. Mm-hmm. So all that site preparation, all the dirt work is included in this contract as well. And the courts themselves are going to be what they call post-tension slabs. So that should minimize any kind of cracks that we would see in those courts.
Good deal. Thank you.
Fantastic. Is there any further discussion? Any questions? Okay. If none, I will hear a motion.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right. If none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right. Those opposed say no. Motion carries.
Right.
7-0.
Thank you, council.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Agenda item number 22, discuss hiring and retaining of Paris police officers and provide direction to staff. I know Councilmember Norman placed this item on the agenda, so I will then turn it over to her. Please, Councilmember Norman.
So through conversation with our city manager, Grayson Path, and Chief Salter, I realized that we do continue to be down on number of policemen that we have. I know that there is a great effort to hire and retain. And I just asked for this to be on the agenda so that council would show support to Mr. Path in raising the salaries of the policemen and to try to get that on this year, or to get that on this year's budget. I know that this has been an ongoing issue and that we have made good strides toward it. This day and time with the climate that we have. I think it's of utmost important that we do have good quality police officers and a force. We do have some situations occasionally that where we don't have enough police to respond. I've heard that from some of my constituents on some of the minor issues that we have. So I just want to show you the support that the whole council, I think, has in supporting the police and our city staff. I might ask if it's okay, Chief Salter, to, I don't know the numbers that maybe we've had the last couple of years, if you have that, as far as maybe what we've hired.
I can tell you in response to that question, since January 2022, we have gained 13 officers and we lost 17. And that's as of last week. We just hired 2 more to go to the next academy. They're not even in the academy yet. So over the last 2 years, we're still down 3. And that's just the attrition rate. So if we can get the pay rate, our attrition rate will slow down and we'll be able to build our numbers up. Any other questions?
I'll say I really appreciate Councilman Norton for bringing us to the agenda here, and so we've had some good conversation about this, and so I sent the council a memo late this last week, kind of giving you the context. We've been working the last 4 years. If you go back 4 years ago, we were deeply down in police, fire, and a lot of departments, but we've made some great strides. Unfortunately, with SB2 and legislature and some things, we've been hampered. We would have done more if we were able to do more, and so, but we've been taking steps as we grow the budget. We've been able to make more steps, and we've been pretty creative. And Chief Salter and I have some more ideas that we plan for next year. The big key is to get out ahead of some of our local competition. We've got some ideas on how to do that. I'm excited to bring those to you here in a couple months. And as you said, we're working on the budget. In fact, actually, the staff are working on budget this in May. I will dig into it June, and I'll balance it by July. And I'm excited to hope. My plan is to bring back to you in late July or August a plan that will help us take that next step as we're trying to combat that issue. So, but I definitely appreciate a show of support from the council. It's going to be, as you know, every year, employee pay has been a very costly add to the budget. We've added several $1 million across the board for employees, particularly in fire and police. But we're not done yet. We need to keep on moving. And so the only thing that holds me back is just budget constraints. And so, but we're going to keep trying to stretch that as far as we can, get creative, and keep trying to push that. So.
I'll also add on to that. You know, when I first got onto council, I know we were doing the pay study.
Yes.
And I will just say, for the record, I mean, I know you wish you could give so much more, and I do appreciate that. But I'm excited that we're looking into this. Mm-hmm. I know it's something that we've all wanted. These are our first responders. They put their lives on the line each and every day. They carry that struggle home. And I know it's really tough, but if there's a way that we can find a path to figure out a way to compensate and help, that's huge. And I think that we all can agree on that and find a way to that. So I do appreciate you bringing that up. So thank you. Please.
Are you done? Okay, if I can say something, and I'm probably going to go in a different direction. And if I'm wrong, Rebecca, if I'm wrong with the spirit of what you're presenting here, but the way I understood it is that we want this to be impactful because we're competing with the school districts. We're competing with Lamar County, where the pay is comparable. But if I was a police officer, I would go to the city. I would go to Lamar County or the school districts because the threat for your life goes down. The money is about the same. So I think what council is saying is that we want this to be a priority because it is a life safety issue. I've called the police non-emergency line and they said, well, everybody's busy. And we have, 4 or 5 officers here right now. So I guarantee you there's very few on the streets right now, unless, they're on overtime or something. But it's a serious problem. It's a serious problem. Now, it's not Chief Salter's fault, it's not the patrolman's fault, but we have to figure out a way to incentivize people to apply for the Paris PD. And the only thing, I've talked to citizens, I've talked to council members, and the only thing that we can come up with is more money. That's the only thing we can come up with is more money. So I think the reason this is being presented today is to get out ahead of the budget so we can make this a priority to increase the salaries of the patrolmen, the officers, to make it so impactful that people will want to be a police officer for the city of Paris. And that's going to go directly toward protecting our citizens and answering the calls of our citizens. So I think that's the spirit of what we're talking about today.
Agree.
Good deal. Any other direction that we want to provide as a council to staff to move forward?
Should we, let me just ask a question. Should we form a committee of council members, 2 or 3 council members, to work with staff? So that our really the priority is really felt in meetings that they're having regarding this, as budget, talks, and Grayson is the city manager's trying to figure out the budget for next year. Because this is really impactful, and we need to really try our best. I know money's an issue, but try our best to get it right this first time. And maybe it'll take a couple of years, but a couple of budgets. But we really need to stress the importance and the priority that council is putting on this.
Absolutely.
Obviously, I mean, I'll take council committee if you like. I mean, I do appreciate the importance of this, and so I think I've proven that through the budgets the last 4 years, just how important this is to me. I've championed this, and so I do feel how critical this is, and it is my priority to work on this. I know I've spoken to some of you individually about that, so obviously, if some of you want to work with me, that's definitely appreciated, but please know that I do appreciate this is a priority. It's my priority, and I won't disappoint.
Thank you.
Fine with that.
Yeah, I think as we get closer to budget season, which we're in the thick of, I know you've already been working on things, and so as we get more updates, we appreciate you always continuing that communication, so thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. If no further discussion on that, we will move to agenda item number 23, discuss options for the Belford Building vacant site as to retaining the property, selling the property, or development of the property, and provide direction to the staff. Councilmember Norman, I know you placed this agenda item also on the agenda, so please, I'll hand the floor over to you.
I did. Thank you very much. So it is my desire, and I think important to the city to retain this property for city use, more specifically for parking, and or whatever else if there are other things that need to be done in addition to with this property, but to keep it with the city. We are very limited. I have 2 buildings downtown, myself and a business, and parking is very limited. And so to develop that, it's a block and a half off the square for parking, I think is very important.
Anyone else? Any further discussions on this?
I agree that parking is an issue. What did we have here a couple of weeks ago? We had something that had to park way down the street because there were so many people up here.
Crawfish boil.
So my question, city manager, we used some ARPA funds to tear that building down. Can we use ARPA funds to pave it?
Absolutely, yeah, ARPA funds are available for that purpose, and so I don't have the balance off the top of my head right now, but the ARPA funds, they have been freed up for purposes like that.
So just to remind the citizens, we already know the answer to this, but just to remind the citizens, ARPA funds is not coming out of the tax money.
Correct, yeah, not out of the city tax money,
So it wouldn't
correct.
cost the city, it wouldn't cost citizens anything for us to pave that property.
Yeah, it comes from federal taxes, but not directly through our local taxes.
Any further discussion? Any direction that we want to give? I will just add in there, I know we've had many discussions on this option of what is what is in the purview of the city? What can we do? What are some of our options? And I do agree. I mean, I think we certainly have a lot of things happening downtown, and many thanks to those that have put forth that effort within our community. But now, parking is a really big issue, like you said, and this would be great to have within the city's, land inventory. So it'd be fantastic to see how we move forward.
If the council supports that, I will work that into the budget for next year, and so we'll get that project started.
I like that.
Good.
All right. Fantastic. All right. Agenda item number 24, discuss and act on a key to the city policy and select a third council member to join the mayor pro tem as a selection and award committee. I want to ask if we can, I'd like to see if we can table this. I know we have a new council member, and I think for the spirit of this particular agenda item, I think we'd like to have a good understanding of what we're looking at. I know we had good discussion on it last time. I think the last council meeting, we kind of discussed and had more of a holistic view of saying, hey, within our community, what would we like to see, or those dignitaries or those that come to this community. But what say you, council? What just want to discuss and see what you guys think.
I have no problem tabling it, but I just want to make the point, I didn't see it in the memo, and I actually forgot about it during our last meeting. Well, first of all, in my opinion, it's not something that we have to give out. And secondly, Mayor Portugal gave out one to the president of France that visited our city. So that's why I was saying at the last meeting that, I mean, you give the president of France one, and then you give a local citizen for, just doing good work in the city, it doesn't match up.
Right.
So I agree that we should table it and catch the new member up, but I just wanted to make that point to show you how impactful the key to the city is.
Absolutely.
I like the modifications that were done. I think it's open enough now to where it encompasses what we need to do. There's no timeline in it. There's flexibility. So I think tabling it, we tabled it last time. I don't see the point of tabling it again because I think it's completely open to any need. There's no timeline given. You give it if there's a major occurrence or the three-person committee thinks there's a person deserving of it. So, but I'm just one vote. I'm okay with tabling it, but I think the amendments were exactly what was requested last time.
Sure. Councilmember Putnam?
Yes, I agree. I think as it was read in my agenda packet, I did see, and I agree with Councilmember Savage that we, extraordinary events. I mean, I don't think they need to be on an annual basis by any mean.
Right.
Just something, Spiral Weld comes to Paris. I mean, these huge projects that are, or France, the president of France, or the governor of Texas. I mean, major accomplishments that we all can celebrate.
I'm gonna just interject here for a moment. I'm gonna remove this from the table because I know I put it on the table. So I'm gonna remove it from the table for a moment. Thank you all.
Yeah, motion.
I'd make the
second.
motion that we take this item off the table.
A second.
Okay. Any further discussion? All right.
Well, can we continue?
I'm gonna go ahead and pass that motion. See.
We got to vote.
Yeah. Any further discussion? If none, let's go ahead and ask for any yeas for
Well,
this.
that was a great point that Ms. Putnam made. I didn't even think about this.
I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and vote on that real quick.
Okay.
So we've got a motion and a second. All those in favor to take this agenda item off the table, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Those opposed, say no. All right. Go ahead. Motion carries. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got a little confused there. So I agree with what Ms. Putnam said. I didn't even think about, like when businesses come that, that have a big name or that's going to make an impact to our community, and we welcome them with the key to the city. I think that's very impactful, not just for the city of Paris, but EDC and any initiative that we have. I think that's great.
All right. Fantastic. Well, if we feel pretty good about that, then I would like to just ask, if you feel, Ms. Putnam, if you feel pretty good about that, and if we feel as a council, feel good to proceed forward with a three-person committee, with Mayor Pro Tem, and one other council member. I'd like to hear just some nominations of who would, or volunteer, just who would like to be on that committee.
Can I not? So it's Mayor Pro Tem and one more?
Mhm.
Well, I'd like to nominate Ms. Norman to that board, or to that committee.
And do we have to actually take a vote on this, or can we?
It'd be good to have on the record,
I
yes.
move that we proceed with the key to the city with Mayor Pro Tem, and Dr. Norman as,
I second.
Okay, we got a motion, and we got a second. Any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Motion carries 7-0. Ms. Norman, you're on that committee now, so thank you for your volunteering, okay? Well, there will be more of that. All right. So, agenda item number 25, discuss and consider a draft amendment to the city's zoning ordinance, section 9B10-111, use of parking areas, and request the Planning and Zoning Commission review and consider making a recommendation to the city council. Staff, do you have a presentation?
Yes, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, members of council, this will be a multi-part item if you choose to proceed, and so just putting that out up front. And so this is addressing our section 9B10-111 of our zoning ordinance for off-street parking. In the ordinance, it addresses, the code currently addresses identified off-street parking be reserved for parking. It also covers no parking in the front yard unless you're on the driveway, and it also covers no parking of semi-trucks in the residential areas. What the code does not cover is I should back up real quickly. In a separate code, we also address that you are allowed to park your vehicle on the side yard and the backyard of the property, again, of a property that has a structure on it. And so the point tonight is looking at vacant properties, properties that do not have a structure on that, a primary structure. One of the issues that code enforcement and police have had complaints over the years, and particularly recently, are vehicles parking on vacant residential lots as well as vacant unimproved commercial lots. And so we do have a number of vacant residential lots in town, grass and so forth. And so this issue here, we've seen leaving of junk vehicles behind. We've seen a tall grass going around them. We've seen rutting up of properties, which then incites and encourages mosquitoes and so forth. And also, too, we've also seen a large, associated with large gatherings, too, using vacant lots. And so working with staff, working with code enforcement, working with police department, and working with city council members, a few individual ones, we've drafted this code in front of you here. This would make parking on vacant residential lots illegal, unless it's behind a screened fence. That is a defense that we do allow. And then also it would be unimproved commercial lots. We'd have that problem in some places as well. If it's an improved commercial lot, it's okay, like your car dealership and so forth, that's okay. But we thought this would be an ordinance that would give our code enforcement and our police department another tool to address these issues as they come up. If you were to approve this, you would not be approving the ordinance tonight. You would be requesting that the P&Z review this, and then they vet it, determine if it's appropriate or not. And if they do, they send you back a recommendation, yay or nay, or with edits, because this is in the zoning ordinance. And so then you would get it back again at that time. So this is just more to determine whether the city council is interested in this ordinance. If you're not, then it stops here. If you see edits, we can discuss those and make those edits. Otherwise, we'll take it to the P&Z. I'll answer any questions you have.
Council?
I
Any
definitely support this.
Sounds good to me, too.
I will say I absolutely agree. I mean, we've all worked really hard to clean up this community, and why not push this forward? We should take pride in our community, take pride in our property that we have, and let's see what we can do to pass this thing.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. All right, agenda item number 26, consider and approve future events for city council and/or city staff pursuant to resolution number 2004-081. Does anyone have anything?
Yes, I would like to request that our city attorney come up with a presentation, and it's not just for council, but for the citizens as well, a presentation that shows exactly what it is that we do, what we're allowed to do, what we're expected to do, according to our charter, because we just took an oath to obey the charter, or to operate, in accordance with the charter. So I would like to see a short presentation, nothing long, just a quick presentation on what it is that council is allowed to do. And, specifically point out that this is the government, when you say governing body, you're talking about council, the whole council. So council sets direction to the city manager, but city manager directs staff. And all those things, the things that we already know. But we have a new member here, and I don't think when Ms. Norman and Mr. Kessel came on that we did anything like this or had any kind of a training. So we need that, and we also need to train, because we get a lot of calls on things that we cannot do. So it would give the opportunity for the citizens to understand what it is we can do and what we cannot do legally.
Yes, so I understand it's a presentation on the authority of the governing body.
Yes.
Yes, and so, yeah, Ms. Harris, she's out sick today, but I
Yes.
will relay that to her.
Anything else? All right. Item number 27, adjournment. I will hear a motion in a second for adjournment.
So moved.
All right, we are adjourned.